Alright guys, welcome on back. For those of you that don't know me, I am 2003-041. You can call me 2K, 2K3, or any number related name that helps you remember me. This is Adam's Venture Chronicles. So this is our other Uncharted ripoff. I found this game earlier this year. The initial playthrough was so bad. So one caveat, we're going to start this run very shortly. There's not really a way to skip cutscenes. So this is essentially going to be very much like the Arabian Nights run at GDQ a couple of years back for the awful game block, where we're just going to enjoy the game for what it is. I'll explain some stuff as we go, but honestly, this game... This game is just hilarious. Just quick information before I boot it. It's a three episodic game. The first episode was released in 2009. They finished in 2012 with the third episode. And then they released this Chronicles bundle in 2014. They made a full remake in 2016 called Origins, which honestly I think is worse than this game. So we're gonna get right into this opening cutscene. The time does not start until we get movement of the character later. So just enjoy this.
During excavations at an old church in Luz, France, we found a strange scroll.
Thanks for the luck, by the way.
Ancient writing and typical Templar symbolism. Today I, Adam Venture, discovered what these inscriptions mean. It's incredible. I think the scroll pinpoints the exact location of the four rivers from the book of Genesis: the Pishon, Gihon, Tigris, and Euphrates. March the 24th, 1928. Thanks to the funding of the Clairvaux Corporation and the skills of Professor Jacques Saint-Omer, we found the gates of Eden at the source of the four rivers. Who knows what lies beyond? I just can't believe it. After more than 4 years of searching, we're putting up base camp at the foot of the gates. Evelyn is also really excited, and quite frankly, even the dog seems impatient. Can't wait to start digging.
Okay, so with this game, I like to call this the Christian Uncharted. There's a lot of biblical themes and stuff like that. You also don't get to fight at all. The other caveat, just so you guys know, with this game is that we do need to use keyboard only. Game volume kind of low. Let me bump that up a little bit. Okay. This might screw up my controls a little bit, but it's okay. Okay, so we start our run in 3, 2, 1, go. And because I clicked out of the game, it has some weird textures loading in.
Look at all of these supplies.
So right off the bat, one of the main things that we're going to be doing when we see ladders is we're going to try to jump down them. If we don't get the jump down them,
I wonder what the doormat will be like.
there we go, just like that. If we don't get the jump down, then we use control to just drop off them. It's so much faster than falling,
Did you bring
than
down
climbing.
the rest of our supplies?
Well, I brought my cap and this torch. What more can we possibly need?
How about those crates with food that were at the back of the plane?
Food? I thought that was your makeup kit. Anyway, the plane had to leave. There's a big sandstorm coming our way. No worries. The pilot promised he'll be back as soon as possible.
So, what are we supposed to eat until then?
Well, we've got one crate of apples. It's just that last time a woman ate an apple around here, things got kind of ugly, remember?
Very funny. Now, take this radio and go and see the professor. He needs your help with something.
So here's the thing to keep in mind. Our two main characters, they're Adam and Evelyn, or Adam and Eve. And where are we trying to enter? We are trying to enter the Garden of Eden. So yeah, right off the bat.
Ah, Adam, there
This is
you
our
are.
other
I have
character in
carefully
episode
studied
1.
the puzzle device that seems to control the gates, and I believe some of its essential parts are missing.
Can't we just blast our way in?
You fool! Do you have any idea how much those gates are worth? To science, I mean. However, there might just be another way in. These rocks seem to block some sort of tunnel.
Well, unless there's some scientific reason not to blast our way through, I'll go and find some explosives.
So right off the bat, we need to get some dynamite, and this is where the puzzle system goes in. Anytime we do anything, we're basically going to be forced to do a puzzle of some kind. So here we're actually going to need to make our dynamite. The left shows how much of each shape we need from the top, and then you have to do math as it passes through the barrel to figure out how to fill the dynamite properly. By the way, if you talk to the dog 3 times, that is an achievement. There is a category for all achievements as well. I've not run that one yet. So we're just going to place that. Once he lights it, we're going to run down to trigger the explosion. As soon as it triggers, we go back up. And we are off and running to grab our... Well, to head underground to grab our pieces. Puzzle pieces here.
Loud and clear. I just fell down a slope, but nothing is broken. Just my pride.
Have you found the gardens? Should we follow?
I don't think so. Unless there were swinging blades in paradise. I'll have a look around and see where these tunnels lead.
Be careful.
So one nice thing is on some black screens you can actually move at them. So I'll be, for the most part, I'll be trying to hold directions at certain parts so I can move while the cutscene is playing. Spam our jump here. There we go.
Crouching through caverns.
Okay, so a couple of things to explain with this game. The walls are jank. You bounce off the walls a lot, like that. So we want to try to avoid that, except for one spot that I found yesterday that actually saved some time.
Are you alright? What's happening?
Just a little cliffhanger and some bats. Nothing to worry about. Evelyn?
We're gonna try to avoid as much climbing as we can, though. There's not really a way to
just the
skip
radio.
it.
I didn't hear anything. Call as soon as you've found something, okay?
Okay.
There's not a way to skip the climbing stuff completely, but there's a way to get it worked around some of that, so we're gonna... This game does have quite a bit of jank, though. One of the fun things I found that literally does nothing is you can jump into the wall, and if you do it right, you can actually just levitate in place. Does nothing. So the funny thing too is with the way that the walls are made, they're extremely programmed well. So when I was first looking through this game, I didn't think we were gonna find any skips, but we actually do have one skip later. So I was so amazed to find that skip later, and it actually came off a glitch that I found completely by accident, but we're not even to that point. That's in the second episode. So pretty much we're just trying to get this elevator that's going to take us to the main section around here, and what's going to happen is that'll unlock the area we need to collect 7 puzzle pieces. So again, we're trying to head into the Garden of Eden. So obviously we're going to need a marker that designates one of each of these 7 days God used for the creation of the world, the universe, everything. Head back through. Luckily this will be the last time that we head through. And one of the things I like to do is on these crouching parts specifically is I'll spam the jump in some areas, so that way I can just get out of that walk as fast as possible.
Found something. Are you listening?
Sure. There's that hissing sound again.
Also, the mixing in this game is so weird.
Probably radio static. Nothing to worry about.
It sounds frightful.
You're supposed to be the hero, remember? Anyway, here's the professor.
I have translated some of the inscriptions, and I have some bad news. The caves you're in were designed to keep mankind from ever returning to Eden.
A giant leap for mankind is only a small step for Adam Venture. Danger trembles when it hears my name.
Yes, we get the point. Just get on with it.
Okay, so once we head down to collect these pieces, it's pretty much going to be 2 main types of puzzles.
Just get on with it, he says. Why I stay
one
with
is
these
a
Clairvaux
disc
guys
puzzle
is
where
beyond
we're
me.
just
of course they're paying for
getting
all of this, but
quotes,
still.
different Bible phrases and quotes to be correctly on the discs in order, and then the other one is actually collecting the puzzle pieces. There's one of 2 puzzles for those.
Evelyn, are you there? Evelyn? Hello?
Adam, can you hear me? There's a lot of interference.
I think the interference is here, in the room. Something is hissing at me.
What kind of thing? That?
No, more like a dark sort of, something. I'm not even sure what to call it.
Well, whatever it is, try to get out of there.
Yeah, so this is where the weird audio mixing comes into play. So with the discs, some of these you can actually start spinning them before you see it. So these 3 things remain: faith, hope, and love, but the greatest of these is love. Yeah, so basically it's a disc puzzle, and then you choose the love path, since that's the greatest of them. And that was actually that air stall I was talking about that I got accidentally after I jumped through the love door.
By choosing love, it seems I've outsmarted that black thing for now.
Love? How romantic.
Okay.
So one of the things I can mention too, you can see that chest. So the first 2 episodes are the ones that have these chests. But we're on to the first puzzle for a piece here. And this is a Roman numeral puzzle. We need to set the numbers so all the cross sections add up to 10. There are multiple answers to this, but we're just going to choose that one because that's
Evelyn? Hello?
the one I figured
There's
out.
more good news. I found the first missing puzzle piece.
So, then we're on the right track. Try to find another 6 pieces quickly, will you? I'm getting hungry.
Hungry for Reese's Pieces. I always make that joke. I'm sorry. Alright, so we're just going to be traversing on. We're going to be heading to our second area. This one really isn't that bad either. The bad ones start coming later on. So we have to solve this 6th puzzle to stop the water. And this is one of the ones where we can... Oh, hi. Well, we could activate it early, but I accidentally hit a direction that made me check it. So that's going to stop the water. So we're going to be able to now, when the camera pans, we can now open that door by lighting that brazier on fire. Amazing. Yeah, so a lot of this is really just basic puzzling. It's not too bad, honestly. I will say some of the puzzles are just ridiculously dumb. I will point them out when we get to them. Like the Roman numeral puzzle, it's not too bad. There's 4 of them that happen, but those ones aren't too bad to figure out. We got color puzzles, we got number puzzles, color logic puzzles. The color logic puzzles are the ones that are... we'll get to it eventually. You'll see how it sets up, but you know, luckily we know the answer. Now we actually need to do a jump here because that gate will trap you. The other thing I forgot to mention is whenever the camera angle changes, as long as I'm holding a direction, Adam is going to keep going that direction until I either release it or tap a different direction.
That black thing was behind me again.
What does it want?
How should I know? I bet it's not here for a hug.
I have a bad feeling about this. But hurry up, Adam. I wouldn't want anything to... Well, you know. Evelyn out.
Okay, so we're going to hold the direction button on the load screen because you can hear him walking. He's actually walking. So we got a little bit further down before the screen fully shows up. So we're going to have our second puzzle, and then we're going to have our first tech, which is a gap jump here. Basically, what we're going to be doing is we're just going to be trying to jump across that gap as far as we can. And have him still grab the wall to climb. It's just going to save time from him trying to climb around. Let's see if I can do this right. Okay, that wasn't a good one. I mean, he still got it. You can normally get to about like just before that first moving rock. You can get there with a really good gap jump. There's gonna be a couple, at least one other gap jump. No, there's two gap jumps that we can go for as well. So this is where we have our light puzzles. So we're gonna activate the disc so we can open the brazier area. And the light who follows me will never walk in darkness. We'll have the light on light. Yeah, so it's gonna unlock the brazier pit there, which we need. We're gonna drop down here because we actually also need this crystal that's down here. The crystal's gonna help refract the light sources and give us the correct color that we need for the crystal on the wall to activate. So now at this point, now that we're done walking through the water, we're gonna light our torch. We're gonna hit this yellow mirror, put the crystal in, flip the red mirror, and then light the brazier. Because we need orange as the crystal on the wall. And you can see it on the wall over there. So we just go over here now, and we get another cutscene.
No, leave! This cannot be!
Evelyn, do you hear me? Hello, Evelyn.
Because shaking the walkie-talkie works.
Yes, I'm here. Why are you screaming like that?
I found out that Mr. Black over here is scared of light.
What a cliche. Then you better hang on to your torch, bright boy.
Thanks, dear. I'll remember your loving words the next time I'm risking my neck.
So, color logic puzzles. You have to use the vertical patterns to discern what the answers for the horizontals are. The first two are pretty easy to figure out. It's the last one that's a pain. I also actually figured out some tech with that bridge after. So let's see if I can get this right. If I jump at the right time. Nope. Hold on, let's try it again. I'm gonna try it one more time. Because this is brand new. Nope. I really want to get this. And no, I'm not getting the boost the right way. It's unfortunate. I had it happen accidentally during my practice run yesterday. But we're just going to go the normal way around here. If you get pushed off the wall, you can actually end up just going straight down and making it past that first ladder. Hi, Jink, please. There we go. See, this is where the ladders in those entryways can be a pain. So we're just going to take the ladder down. And it's funny because that one, you don't need to be directly, like, through the gap of the ladder to make it like some of them. Some of them are really just tight spaces. That one's not one of them, so I don't know why we were struggling with that. But it's fine, we're through. Into the next area. So this is where we're going to be skipping some climbing as well. Jump at the end here. Oh, I got the wall hit. It's fine. Just hoping to get a little more distance before this cutscene, but it's all good.
Wow, this is starting to get ugly.
So if you saw all those ropes, we are meant to be climbing a good chunk of them, but right off the bat, after we climb this ladder, we're going to skip a good section of rope here. Normally you're supposed to go down and start you can see the rope above us. Normally can't get to it, but you can actually just jump straight back across. And you can see all the rope that we skipped on the left side there. So we're going to drop off as early as we can without dying, because he does have a stutter if you go too far to fall off the ledge there from the black smoke. We've got another gap jump we're going to try here, and this one I definitely have a better track record with in general, so let's give it a try. And unfortunately he did not get the turn. The respawn is pretty quick, so we'll try it one more time. There it is. So you can see when he turns towards the rope, you know the rope or whatever wall that you've got it. So there's another one that you could do up here. I'm not going to worry too much about it. It's really finicky to do, and it's not really worth it if you miss it. Oh, please don't die. The one thing I didn't need was just to try to jump up and die, and that almost happened. That was... Alright, so then we're on to our next disc puzzle here. Faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. Alright, so that's going to unlock the next pathway here. We're going to get some stones to raise up. And then we've got some very tight maneuvering with the keyboard only, so let's just make sure we don't fall off here. Okay. The camera change is always wonky. Oh, I got the grab. That's unfortunate. That's okay. So we got another Roman numeral puzzle here. Oh. So 1, and then this to 3. So we're gonna have one more of those. Is it one more of those? Yeah, we got one more of those. So I think this room here is my least favorite room.
Are you bombing the place or something?
Well, I didn't do it.
Figured that out myself.
So much for privacy. Adam out.
So I say it's my least favorite room because that line door, we're gonna need to fit through that gap. It is a pain to get through that gap. By the way, so just so you guys know too, one of the things with this game too is for some of the puzzles, even though I'm using the, you know, it's a keyboard only game, but some puzzles you have to shift from WASD for movement to actually using the arrow keys. So we're gonna make sure. All right, we didn't glitch on the ladder. We're gonna do a crouch jump, and nice, we got in. Okay. So sometimes you can try to do that jump and just bounce off the wall. Let's hope we get the trigger. Nice. All right. Hey, the two things I was worried about in that part. So up here, we're gonna have our first little bit of tech to skip stuff. This is an extremely precise setup I need to do coming up here. So I'll give it 3 tries. I'm going to try once without the torch, and then 2 times with it lit. So we're going to try to line up on the edge of this platform. A very specific spot. Not get a flaccid jump, please. Okay, so that didn't work. So I'm going to light the torch. I get the skip more with the torch lit than not. But I really want to show this stuff off if I can. It's, like I said, it is extremely precise. I've played this around with this for so long, trying to find a set that works. Okay. So that didn't work. I'm going to give it one more try. And I'm just using the textures around his foot to try to line it up. And unfortunately didn't get it, so we're just going to go around. It's unfortunate. But like I said, it is extremely precise. I think I've only hit it first try in a run once. Whoa, what was that? Okay, jeez. When I say this game is jank, oh my gosh, dude, the walls are a mess in this game. But that is the reason why I thought there were absolutely no skips in this run before. So we got another number puzzle. Okay. So we got 2 pieces left. I think this upcoming puzzle might be my favorite one of this episode. Though I will admit the first time I tried it, it was extremely annoying to figure out what the correct answer was. It took me a while to actually get the correct answer, and that was just because I was dumb and not remembering what combos I tried. So we're going to position all these different horns on the holes here. And then we'll solve the disc puzzle, and that's going to actually start the air system. And that will move the that rolling stone there.
I should look around a bit more.
So we can continue on. Also, I love the mice in this game. If you notice in the background, dude, the mice and rats in this game are just dude, they're so chill. I love it. Alright, so we can actually start moving during this part, which is great because we can just press right on up against this door. So as soon as it opens, we can start heading down. And we're going to utilize that camera change trick here. We're just holding straight up the whole time. Wow. That should get us right into the light here. Perfect. Don't need to worry about that with the change. Alright, so this is color puzzle number 2. Again, this one is not too bad to figure out the logic for. It's the last one that is really bad. But with 6 out of 7 done, we are almost done with the first episode already. We just got one more puzzle piece to get, and then we're gonna head back out to see Evelyn and Professor Saint Omer. We got another, let's see if I can get this one. Try it one more time. Nope, we're just gonna drop down. It's fine. Yeah, so if you can get those jump downs, it's great. If not, like I said, a lot of those windows are very precise. So for this one, we actually get a little bit of a curveball. Because you see the discs are not all within that piece. We've got to go deep down into the caves here in order to find it. Hi. What am I stuck on? I've never gotten stuck there. What is that? So what we need to do, we need to head all the way down here. We're going to see a cave with some braziers. And we actually need to light them in the correct order because they do go out after various lengths of time. So we need to make sure all 4 are lit so we can actually access that the disc piece. Oh, no, 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 that's not what I want to do. Light it! Oh, thank you. Okay. Oh, that was really close. You can see the lights going out. Make sure you guys remember that order. That is actually going to come into play later. And the one thing I can show off, so like I said, episodes 1 and 2 actually have a collectible... Actually, did I say it? Episodes 1 and 2 have collectible treasure chests as a part of the game. One of them is unmissable up here, and basically if you open them, you just get a code of the day. There's a website that you can no longer visit, but you know, you type the code in, you're supposed to get some kind of a reward. It's a shame that the site is down, but considering how old this game is and probably that it used Flash more than likely, it's not, you know, you can understand why. Alright, so let's head on out for more plots and to grab our last puzzle piece here.
Base camp. It seems like these puzzles are never going to end. What shall I do?
Give up, Adam. Turn back. Stray from the herd. Become a wolf among the
That doesn't sound like Evelyn.
Eve fell. She was weak as you
I don't want to listen to this.
Don't you see? Don't you see the apple doesn't fall far from the tree?
The apple might, but Adam may yet surprise you. Onwards. I'm coming, Evelyn.
Alright, so let's try not to get smacked by the sacks. There we go. Yeah, this one is this one took me 20 minutes to figure out the logic for that. It took me 20 minutes for that. It was bad. It was bad. All right, so now we're back out to the entrance. And, you know, things should be very nice and calm, right? You would think.
Adam, thank God you've made it. These caverns are about to collapse. We have to get out.
No, we must unlock the gates first. Science demands it. The Clairvaux Corporation demands it. And I demand it.
Forget it. This whole place is coming down. That black smoke has it in for me. We should leave while we still can.
Perhaps this will persuade you. Now take those pieces and open the door, or it will take more than just a rib to save your girlfriend.
I just love that he pulls out a gun out of nowhere.
Oh no, it's the black smoke.
I don't mind a bit of smoke. My masters are far more powerful. Start working on the puzzle.
Alright, so this is a two-parter. The first thing that we need to do is we need to line up the outer circles so it matches up with the pedestals. So we're gonna rotate it like this. And then the second part is all those pieces we collect, we need to match them up with the black circles on the inside. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope. There we go. I always screw that one up. It's that one curveball.
Finally, the tree of life will be mine. Eden, here I come.
Professor, no. The black smoke can harm you if you make a selfish choice.
It's all coming down on us. It's too late for the professor.
So Adam and Eve are going to escape the Garden of Eden, but Professor Saint Omer is yeah, he's no longer going to join us. By the way, if you guys have any questions about this game, hi, can you please not be so janky? Please. Oh, good lord. And now I'm just stuck on the ladder. Great. Come on. There we go. What is happening? Oh, man. All the jank is just coming out. But that is going to end chapter 1. And you'll see each episode has a focus on what kind of puzzles you'll see. So episode 1 was, you know, the Roman numeral puzzles, the disc puzzles, the color logic puzzles for the most part. Episode 2, I'll let you guys know, we're gonna see a lot of lockpicking, math, as well as, let's see, we got wire puzzles, we got, you know, person logic puzzle. You'll see what I mean with that. There's actually 2 of those. It's a lot. Episode 2 is long. I'm just gonna warn you guys now. The episode, though, is probably the best out of the 3.
Thank God we made it. Such a close call.
What on earth happened down there? Where's the professor? We almost got ourselves killed, trying to get into paradise. It's rather ironic, really.
Ironic? Are you serious? That professor of yours pulled a gun on us. Something about powerful masters and eternal wealth, and
The professor is lost. Mankind's not supposed to return to Eden. That much is clear. Okay, that's it. I've heard enough. We're flying to our Jerusalem airstrip, and you will explain yourself to the Clairvaux Corporation. The Clairvaux Corporation can explain themselves to us. We did not sign up for this.
And the best part is the story is fully complete, which I think that's the best part. Like I said, the remake of this game,
This is Clairvaux. G13
I think it's so
coming
much
in for a
worse.
landing. Tower, please come in.
I'll tell you why in a minute.
This is Control Tower for Clairvaux G13. You are cleared for landing. Over.
So with the remake, I'll just say it really quickly. They got rid of a ton of puzzles. They put it in the correct order.
Now get out. Lock these 2 in the control tower. Professor Jacques made a total mess of things. Management must be informed. Yes, sir.
And then they completely reused the exact same voice lines, and the cutscenes that they did for them just they're not good. They're so bad compared to this game's.
If this is the kind of accommodation we're getting, I definitely want to see management.
These people have some nerve.
I know. No towels, no complimentary chocolate. I demand a refund.
Ah, look, we never should have trusted these Clairvaux cronies. So why don't you make yourself useful and get us out of here?
So honestly, the dialogue in this episode is just great,
If
especially
only I could
between
pick this
Adam and
lock as easily as I
Evelyn.
can pick my nose.
Yeah, like stuff like that. So we need to examine this door so then we can talk to Evelyn. Cause
Off the top of my head, or actually your head, I think you might have the solution.
Not yet, Adam. I'm thinking. Be patient.
No, I mean literally, off the top of your head. I need to borrow your hairpin to pick this lock.
That sort of thing only works in books, doesn't it? But, oh, very well. You're welcome to try.
alright, so we have lockpick acquired. As long as we pick the pins in the correct order, none reset, and we can get out quick. We've got a little bit of tech up here too. We're gonna try to avoid the climbing by doing a
Actually did it.
jump
Of
around.
course, you could have been a bit
It's a little tight,
subtle
but
about
it's
it.
doable.
But still, it was a bad-looking door.
I almost got it completely across.
Oh no, Adam, you broke it.
Oh no,
Now you
Evelyn
have to
can't
find
make
a
it.
key for the prison door.
Yeah, so we gotta find a key now, and luckily we know it's over here. It's funny, there's
That's what I was
actually
looking
a
for.
piano to the right side. And if you play that, I mean, you found a key, but it's not the right key, so you get an achievement for that.
Thank you. I knew you could be a gentleman. Now, let's see if we can find a way out.
Alright, so we're gonna go out through this door here, only to find... Oh no! The bad guys are there!
But sir, we've been having some trouble with the locals. Management's gone up to sort things out. Of course there's been trouble with the locals, numbskull. And if management went to the dig site, so should we. I must deliver this news in person.
Nope. I got movement. Okay, so since they're down there, we gotta go up. And... Evelyn will point out something for us.
I think we found our way out of here.
Ooh. Yeah, we're just gonna steal the car. So we got a little bit of stealth we need to do. So important thing for this section is we need to stay in the middle of the plants, because if we go just a little too far to the sides, he'll still see us. So it's a little busted in terms of that. So we're just gonna make sure we're in the middle of these plants. We don't want to stand up too early either. And if we go now, we're fine. Now the second guy we can normally sneak by too, but I want to do this cutscene because it's funny.
What's that sound?
As he sees the apple fly by, what's that sound? But yeah, if you do that, you can just run by without crouching completely. I laugh every time I see that though.
This can't be happening. No fuel.
Want to get out and push?
Charming.
Or shall I just go and find us some fuel?
Just take one of these radios if you go. I'll watch the guards and tell you if there's trouble.
Okay, so after we get the gas cans and head back, I'm just gonna preface this.
We'll need at least 6 gallons to reach the city.
I'll just preface this. My favorite part is when you return with the 6 gallons of gas. It is the pinnacle of this game, and it's part of the reason why there's such a charm to this game. All right, so 6 gas cans. So first one is here. We're gonna crouch, go under here, jump up here. I didn't get the gap jump there, but it's fine. Hi, can you climb back up? I really like that. Okay, so we're just gonna climb over. We're gonna be trying to skip a lot of things just by trying to do that. You know, the different gap jumps and whatnot. We're just gonna push you a tiny bit because that's all we need. Grab our second can of gas. Please stop. Stop. Yeah, this game can be very, like I said, with the walls, this game is so janky. It really is. Through the door. Come on. So here, this is actually neat. So we're not going to move that box. Instead, we're just going to jump on it. We're going to drop off. We're going to grab this can. And we're not going to climb that bar at all. I mean, you guys seen the climbing, so we're just going to jump across there. We got to move this box, though, because one gas can is sneakily hidden behind there. Also, I love the sousaphone in this, too. The baritone part in this is so good. I just love the tone of it. Grab it, and we're gonna run out because we can kind of run
Evelyn?
during that.
Does this thing even work?
Yes, it does, Adam. But I have to be quiet. There are guards nearby. They almost heard.
Don't worry, Evelyn. I found enough fuel and was ready to head back, but then I found these papers and...
Adam, that's all quite fascinating, but could this possibly wait? I think they've just realized we're gone.
Alright, so the escape sequence truly begins. We need to head back to Evelyn at this point. Bring the gas back. Now, normally we're supposed to jump on that box and use the poles to climb, but no, we can just jump on that box directly and get out. Why climb when you don't need to? Try and get out quick. Wow, I actually didn't mess that up there, so we're gonna crouch, go through, flop and over. There you go. Get back through here. And then my favorite cutscene is right here. This is the end of the first area. If I just if I just burst out laughing, I apologize.
Quickly, Evelyn, get in. I'm driving. This situation calls for a man behind the wheel.
Really? A man? And why is that?
Stop fussing, woman. I'm getting us out of here.
Wait for it.
Good thing there's a man behind the wheel.
Oh, just that whole thing is it's just such a charm to this game. Even though it's a bad game, it's in that territory of it's a good bad. It's a good bad.
The car's broken down.
Might have something to do with you hitting that electricity pole.
I did that on purpose. And besides, my mind was occupied with something else. Those papers I found at the airport.
You mentioned those on the radio. What did they say?
Well, I couldn't believe it at first. But it seems like the Clairvaux Corporation is excavating on the Temple Mount.
They wouldn't. The Temple Mount is sacred to so many people. Why would they?
Supposedly because they want to study the remains of King Solomon's palace.
Study? You mean plunder. King Solomon was rich, and that's an understatement. This must be stopped.
Alright, so we need to stop the Clairvaux Corporation from trying to plunder. So
Having to leave the car was...
we're gonna be
They can so easily spot...
normally in this first area we're supposed to go all the way around because the guard's supposed to tell us that
Clairvaux.
they
lost.
blocked off the city and we have to
Locals are
find a way around.
right.
But we're gonna use that gap that's there that those guys are just casually chatting at.
That Clairvaux
Once we touch a point here,
recognize us.
here,
We're
okay,
loved.
we're gonna see the guard walking by. There he is. And that is open because the rope that we need, we're gonna need a rope to climb around. It's in this way. I got the ignite torch while it's black, so that saves a bit of time. Now we've got a door puzzle, so essentially we just need to get all these stones to be at the bottom. And you actually need to hit them in this order. I tried to play it around to see if it would work if I left the third one for last and didn't hit the first time, but never worked. Yeah, so we're just running around. We need to torch more cobwebs. And there's our rope just in the middle of nowhere. And the game is going to be very nice. It's going to tell us where that rope is going. I will talk with the guard that blocks. Unfortunately, because I already grabbed the rope, he doesn't do the full cutscene, so it kind of works out in terms of time. But you can at least see why he has that door blocked. So we're just going to climb back up and out. And then we need to actually go left and then jump to these bricks. If I can actually jump, that'd be great. There we go. Oh, amazing second jump there. Alright, so we're gonna go. And like I said, I'm just gonna talk to this guard so you guys can actually see white
Hold
spot.
it right
Do you
there.
have any idea
I'm
how
under
to get
strict
past
orders not to
that
let
guard?
anyone through.
I think
There's been
perhaps
a major
different
riot.
approach might be in order.
Okay, so I got Evelyn's text box in the way too, so if you're using subtitles, I apologize. But basically he said that there's been a riot going on, and that's actually partially because of the Clairvaux Corporation. You'll see exactly why that there's riots going on here. So we have to climb up and around, but we don't see Evelyn at all. Where could she be? Wait a minute.
But what? How did you get past that guard?
A very sad story about my missing dog did the trick. I didn't feel like climbing.
You didn't feel like... What?
I'm sorry, Adam. I just came up with it. Oh, and he also gave me directions to their dig site. So, follow me.
Alright, so now we gotta head to that dig site.
The Clairvaux plane.
So the dig site
They're
is
still
actually
searching for
where
us. We'd better hurry.
our first major piece of tech is going to be, but
Desecrating the Temple Mount.
we'll get
Shame on
we'll
you.
get
What's
there in a
happening?
bit. We need to make
Do
it
they
there
think we're with
first.
the Clairvaux Corporation?
Maybe they've just had enough of all these intrusions. Let's just keep moving.
Alright, so we get a little bit of a time save coming up here. There's going to be one gap that we need to cross, and it's going to make us try to do some climbing across, but we're going to jump on the ledge that's there.
Oops.
And just jump straight across instead of climbing. Because I don't like climbing around.
Come on, Adam.
Get a nice
We
little
need
double
to
Evelyn.
hurry.
Alright, so at this point we just gotta follow Evelyn, get this part of the walkway to drop, because we are going to need her to spawn to drop a box for us, so.
Find another way, Adam. I'll see what I can do.
We're just gonna hover around here for the most part. We can check in this door if we want.
It's locked.
Oh no, we can't. It's locked. I'm just gonna kind of guesstimate when she gets it. 3, 2, 1. Nope. Oh, there we
Here,
go.
Adam,
Nice.
I found a crate. Now, try to think outside the box.
Alright, so we gotta use that crate to... Oh, hi, grab it. We gotta use this crate to jump over the wall, so we're just gonna get it placed. If I drop it the right way, he can just immediately stand on the box. Which I got it. Nice.
Would you like some fruit?
And we got another puzzle here with the Fruit Man. So this one is one of the math puzzles. Wait, that's the wrong number. You're 3, and then you're 1. That's going to give us yet another box. And we're going to be trying to move this towards the stage that's there, because we need to push that box that's there onto the scale. That should be good enough. There we go. And it's going to lift the other side of the scale so we can actually make our way through. Alright, so we drop off. Okay, so this line coming up is just another one of my favorites, just because of how butchered it gets. Just pay attention to the very last line here.
Adam, look! That's the gate to the excavation site. We've made it.
If that's the gate, why isn't it guarded?
It seems to be kept shut with that hydraulic device. Hang on. Here's where they've cut off the city's water supply.
So, restoring the water supply will also open the gate? Great. We can kill 2 stones with 1 bird.
Yep, we can kill 2 stones with 1 bird. You heard it from Adam. Alright, so we got ahead of Evelyn, which is great because we need to sneak under here to grab this hidden cogwheel that we don't know we need until we come out and go around to our water heater. So the water heaters, this is where the math comes into play. We need to do the correct math to get it onto the number of the dial. So as long as we do our math properly, it's fine. As we get harder and harder in the difficulty of those, the buttons will slowly start losing their numbers. Yeah, this is the reason the whole town was in a riot, because they had their water supply taken. We're giving it back to them. And opening the door.
You did it! Now we can enter the excavation site. And what's more, you have restored the city's water supply. Well done, Adam.
Alright, so coming up here, this is where we're really going to break the game. We're going to start overlapping cutscenes. We're going to have our first major glitch. It's going to be a great time. First glitch I found, well, the only glitch I really found is from that ladder there.
Tampering with the temple mount. It's just appalling. Good thing we're here to...
Kindly persuade them to leave? What do you want to do? Leave a polite note in their suggestion box?
No. We should gather up evidence against them, build a proper case, and notify the authorities.
Can't we just blow them all up?
You know we can't, Adam. Now, be a good boy and find us a way to get in unseen.
So we're gonna end up stealing some outfits and based on people that aren't there. This is where we're gonna overlap the cutscenes. Once we get near the board, one cutscene starts, but if we activate it, we can get them to start overlapping. So welcome back. Arts is what I use.
Wow, you
Yeah,
solved
so it's
it.
all messed up
Okay,
in terms of
you
what
be
cutscenes
Rose
what.
and
All
I'll
we
be
need to do-
Thomas.
Right. Thomas used to be a mechanic, so I'll be... Wait a minute. I'll be...
It breaks so badly right there when you do that. It's great.
Thomas hasn't been washing his uniform.
So this ladder here, this is actually where I found the first bit of the main glitch that we're going to be using to skip a part of the level. It's called I call it the infinite ladder glitch. And essentially what you do is after a certain point when you start climbing the ladder, for ladders that have a camera change at some point, you can just infinitely climb that ladder. In the way that the out of bounds are, the walls are set up, they just have a high point, so you can actually, if you can manage to get over the wall, you can go OB at that point.
Woohoo! Isn't it fun when your life hangs by a thread?
It sure was quite something. Now, pretend to be a mechanic and snoop around.
Okay,
I'll look around myself.
When you're doing all that looking, watch yourself, okay?
Alright, now we're gonna meet, I think this is my favorite character of this whole game. This random Clairvaux guy. Just because of the way he talks. Remember, this is 1928, okay? So he's prone to breaking
Finally.
stuff.
Thomas, is it? You must be the repair guy. Now, first of all, I didn't break that radio. It just fell from the table all by itself. Blame Newton, not me. Don't worry, I'll let Newton take the fall. Now, the radio's in this tent here, right?
Okay, so we just need to line up the wires so they are they make a complete circuit. Not too bad. And then we talk to this guy again.
Airport for Dixide. The prisoners have escaped. I repeat.
Alright, this line is great too.
Fixed it? That quick? You're pretty fly for a repair guy. Some of our machines are blowing off steam. Could you get them back online? Just lead the way.
I can't. So this second heater that we do, we actually need the module. The module is not connected, so we're gonna grab it while he's heading over there, and we'll have enough time that we're gonna beat him to the spot before he's walking around. Now the thing is, he has a lot of cutscenes tied to him.
Decided to open our water lock. Everything's overheating, and guess who they'll blame? Please fix this. I can't afford to. Gold digging, you say? Well, of course we're all in this for the gold. Now, get to work, will you? Please?
So from this point on, there's a lot of cutscenes to get from here to the end. Oh, I screwed that up. So we're going to be doing the skip so we can avoid all those cutscenes and just go right to the end of this section here. So we're going to do our infinite ladder glitch. So we're going to go down. So we're going to start climbing. Then we hold right as we climb there. And then we start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Climb over the top, hold right until we get a jump. Nope, didn't get the jump, so let's try it again. It can be finicky sometimes, so I might just go a bit higher this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, I'm not getting that jump. Alright, hold on. 2, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. Okay, I'm not... That's so weird. I might have to do this normally. Oh boy, I've not been failing this in a while. I really want to get this though. Let's just go a little bit higher maybe. So he's supposed to, essentially what's supposed to happen is you fall on the out of bounds plane, and you can actually, you're doing a jump on top of the out of bounds wall that's there. There we go, there it is. Alright, so we're officially out of bounds, so we just need to go around this boundary. And all we're doing is we're just walking into the physical trigger for the final cutscene to play. So we're skipping a puzzle, we're skipping a lot of different cutscenes. The main thing we just need to make sure we do is not to fall down that well, because you can die in that well if you fall down it. Cutscene, there it is.
Sir, they claim Professor Jacques was lost when the caverns collapsed.
My uncle, lost? Do you have any idea what this means for our plans? London will be furious!
That's why I ordered to have them locked up, sir. I thought you would...
Don't you ever presume to know what I would or would not do. Those two mean absolutely nothing. Now get out of my sight.
Absolutely nothing. I am Adam Venture. Danger trembles when it hears my name. I am... Oh.
So that was the professor's nephew. He is basically the head of the Clairvaux Corporation.
Oh no! Adam? Are you alright?
I'm not well, that's for sure.
Well, how you just fell in this old well is beyond me. Still, I'm glad you're okay.
Touching as that may be, I think you should come down here. This place is... well, I don't know what this place is.
Alright, so this puzzle involves using the family lineage. Basically, you need to go bottom to top to solve it.
That's Solomon's family tree painted on it. You might have actually stumbled upon something here.
You mean I've made a well-planned discovery? But no matter. Opening this door will make that crystal clear.
Alright, so what we need to do is, there's going to be pictures with each of the different phases of the tree. We just need to make sure we go from bottom to top. So David is the first one. This is the one of the middle ones, so it's Shabab. This one's taller, this one's Shemaiah. Oh, it's smaller, sorry, I have them mixed. I always mix them up, I know which one's actually which. And then the second tallest one is Nathan. That's going to get the second part of this puzzle ready. Oh, we get some colored crystals. Now, because this is Solomon's palace, we need to get our answer onto Solomon. So we light this, and we get a light beam that appears. So we need to turn around a couple times until we get that light shining on top of Solomon. And then we just need to change this color here so it turns purple. Yeah, so a lot of this run is just knowing the puzzles and doing them quickly for the most part. Alright, so they take off their clothes to be in their normal clothes, only to find that they were doubling up on their shoes, which that makes no sense. Alright, so we got another ball puzzle here. Nope, I hit the wrong key. So now I gotta wait for the ball to drop to the right side because I needed to set this to 4. Amazing. Alright, there we go. But it's all set. So I'm gonna see if I can use the wall jank to get myself off this ledge without having to turn around. Let's see if it actually works or not. Hey, look at that! But I landed on the other ledge, so it was.
Look at the size of this place. Now do you see I've stumbled upon the remains of Solomon's palace?
I'm not sure yet, but I just know this is what those Clairvaux guys are after. There must be something of great value to them here.
Solomon's riches, perhaps? And since they've been digging in the wrong place, I propose we'll beat them to it. Let's keep exploring.
Yeah, I definitely enjoy this game because it's, well, this episode I should say, just because the puzzles are so varied and honestly they're pretty fun. So first thing we need to do is we need to grab that lever that's over on the side here, so we're gonna do that now.
Just what I was looking for.
And then we're just gonna go ahead and start flipping these switches in a specific order, so that way we can get the bridge all set up. And then it's going to be, I need to hit you twice, I almost forgot that. And then essentially it's just gonna be a race against Evelyn to the finish, so place your bets who is going to win. Oh, I got a good head start, actually. Evelyn's toast. Oh, back corner. Oh, Evelyn's starting to catch up. Oh, nope. She's absolutely gone.
Come on, Adam. We need to hurry.
Goodbye, Evelyn. We're ditching you. You'll never catch us. Alright, so we've got one more ball timing puzzle here that's going to bring us even further down.
I think the Clairvaux engineers didn't get the message and started using dynamite to expose this place faster.
And this one's the worst one because we have to move all these dials like as far over as we can. It's the only ball timing puzzle that uses the third line too as well. Evelyn always walks away from there, so we gotta wait for her to activate this lever. Oh, she's actually right there. She's pretty close. Come on. That's not bad at all. Alright, and guess what we have once we get down here? We have more puzzles!
By the way, when we were listening in on the Clairvaux, why do you think that mischievous manager said we mean absolutely nothing?
That's still bothering you, is it? I'm guessing our meeting adventure is just a tiny part of a much greater scheme.
Well, opening this door is just a tiny part of our much greater scheme. And there's absolutely nothing Mr. Arrogant can do about it.
Okay, so first thing we need to do is we need to touch these panels to get the door to give us a clue of how to solve this puzzle. And it's actually going to activate the levers that are over this way. So once those become active, we're going to hit the first and then the second lever so we can bring down the two panel types that we need, the prayer and the wisdom. And we just light them up. And that is going to unlock... not that door, side door. And that's where we're going to get yet another lever.
Oh, come on.
If you thought that was going to get us through, no. No. Unfortunately not. Here's our lever. And then we need to bring this lever all the way over to this water timing puzzle thing. And we're just going to wait for the yellow to turn to the purple and then activate that. And now they're lined up to let the water flow. So if you screw up on that one, it's bad just because you have to wait for all the platforms to finish turning. We will see more of those, don't worry. And one of them actually does have some cutscene merging to it. And that was actually something I only figured out yesterday for that particular one, is that you can merge That third
Why anyone
one's
would want to use such a curious door
2
mechanism is
cutscenes.
beyond me. But never mind. Onward, Evelyn.
I was right. Look at those painted walls. Adam, we are indeed standing in Solomon's palace.
Well, of course we are. Figured that one out hours ago. It took you a while longer, but it's all right.
It's all right. Who do you think?
Perfectly all right. I'm the brain and you're the looks. Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, you'd be surprised just how much is wrong. Just when I thought you were starting to... Oh, forget it. You're on your own.
Oh, come on. I meant it as a compliment. Where are you going?
Oh, it's amazing. So she's just gonna run off to the right, but we need to run to the left because she's gonna close that door and we need to solve another puzzle here. So this is a math puzzle. Once you know the answer, you know, easy to... Oh wait, 2 I don't touch. What am I doing here? Oh god, if this run is going this bad, I don't want to see how Golden Abyss tomorrow is going to be. So this is the diamond and this is the last one. There. Alright, so at this point we're going to try to follow Evelyn. And who thinks we're gonna find her as soon as we head down these halls? Who thinks we're gonna find her?
So incredibly stubborn. Exploring an ancient palace all by yourself. Of course, I would never do such a thing.
I would never do such a thing. Oh, come on. Thank you. Alright, yep, no Evelyn. So on this one is actually really interesting. So
it's about that baby who cuts his sword in half using 2 kings. So there you go. Who needs Evelyn anyway?
So I actually do kind of like this one. You need to select the correct answer, then you get these dots that you need to fill out to the right that we did. So we're trying to match exactly what's there so we get the answer. You do need to press on the thing what you think the answer actually is. What one? Oh, you know what? I screwed up. There we go. We gotta give her the living baby. Oh my gosh! Can I land on that? Nice. It's so hard to control yourself with some of the movement, especially when you're in the air.
Ah.
Like some jumps you're gonna fly more than
Solve
others.
this stuff if I can't brag to
Down
Evelyn
that
about it.
ladder.
Maybe I should find her and apologize.
Drop. Water timing puzzle number 2.
Still no sign of her.
So we need to
How did you solve all these
do.
puzzles so fast? Let's see. How about if I
About to turn in the yellow and the red.
turning discs? One of my specialties. Now, Evelyn can't be far, can she?
Alright, so now we're getting to the meat of things with this episode. We're actually nearing the end of this episode. Got another puzzle section to get through, another set of puzzles to finish it off. But look who we have!
Evelyn! Oh, come on, don't be like that. I know you're not just the looks. I'm the brains, remember? I know these things.
So, you no longer think I'm some sort of pretty-looking novelty item, sort of like your cap.
You think my cap is pretty? I mean, no. No, of course I don't feel that way.
Oh, very well. I can't stay mad at you now, can I? Come on, Use the stuff that's underneath that pretty.
Come on, we
cap
need
of
to
yours
activate this
and help me
puzzle.
solve this one.
There we go.
Man,
Oh, it didn't work.
another disc
It's
puzzle.
very unfortunate.
Do we really have to solve this?
Unfortunately,
So I was hoping I
think
could have
we do.
activated that puzzle,
Now,
but
as
I
you
think
might
my
have
timing
noticed,
might have
we've
been...
reached the heart
It
of
may
the
be a
palace.
precise timing. I haven't
This,
played
in
with it
fact,
too
used
much.
to be
I just
Solomon's
found that
throne
yesterday.
room, and I'm guessing his riches can't be far off.
Is that an educated guess?
All of my guesses are educated, Adam. Now, hear me out. These discs are oil pumps. They're connected by gutters to several oil basins in front of the throne. And according to this inscription, igniting those basins should open a secret entrance behind
Come
the
again?
throne.
Oh, never mind. I'll just solve the stupid puzzle for you.
Okay, so plot twist with this puzzle, though. We actually need to make sure 2 of them get activated at the same time. These 2. And then there. That should line up. Perfect. No, I forgot to move. So remember that one light puzzle I had you remember the order I lit them up and I said it was gonna come back later? It's gonna come back now.
It's pumping oil to the basins.
That's the first step. Now we also need to ignite them. Follow me.
Alright, so we're gonna just head over. So
Ignite
very
all
similar
of the
to the
basins with
episode
your
1
torch.
puzzle, but we are doing it in the reverse order. And the reason we do this is because some of the switches will actually re-raise them back up. But also this lever in particular actually lowers the last 2 that we need, which is very nice.
It worked, and still no sign of the Clairvaux. Looks like we'll be able to secure Solomon's treasure before they can lay their greedy hands on it.
I sure hope so. Even though I enjoy your company, I would enjoy it even more if we wouldn't be stuck in all these ancient ruins all the time.
That's kind of, well, sweet actually. Let's keep going.
It's the nicest thing he said all game. So this puzzle I actually do enjoy. This one is one of the easier ones, but it involves a lot of movement. And one of the things we can do in terms of the movement is honestly really funny to me, at least. It's fun and funny, in my opinion.
A swimming pool? Solomon's greatest treasure was his ability to do the butterfly stroke?
I doubt it. If I remember correctly, Solomon briefly worshipped false gods near the end of his life. This may be the sanctuary he built for them. And look, there's a doorway on the other side. There's still more down here.
Okay, so we actually do need to do this puzzle the proper way, or else we will soft lock and we'll be unable to do it. But the reason I love this puzzle is going to be right here when we move these logs. I'm going to stand on top of it. Stand on top of it, and this is what I mean with the movement being drank. Okay. Push, and there we go. We get pushed with the log. If we stand in a particular way, we're going to reflood the room. Push this log in. Go over here. We're going to push this log in the water, then take an intentional death to put us near the lever.
Watch out!
Then we're going to move the giant log over. We're going to move this log across, but we're not going to roll with it. And then this log goes up. And this will set us up for the final log, as well as, you know, the final bridge that we're making with these logs once we get this one in. So we push you in. Okay, you fell. It's fine.
Adam.
Drain the water again. So we just got to push those 2 other logs over. We are not going to travel with them. But we got to jump over an invisible wall that's there for whatever reason. And now we make our way across the bridge, and we are done with the pool room. Onto an ancient elevator, heading down. And now we're going to be approaching what I think is probably the most complex puzzle of this chapter. So first we're just going to run straight for the most part. That's going to line us up in the middle. And we're just going to make sure we jump on this platform because it does break on us. There we go. So this puzzle is really cool, but it's very complex.
This is it. Evelyn, can you feel it? We are here.
Remarkably enough, I think I can.
Right. I should probably...
You probably should.
Alright, so for this puzzle we're going to have 5 colored handles and a bunch of colored gems. We need to get the gems into the correct slots. So this is just going to take some time to rotate all the pieces down around, and let's hope I don't screw this up, because it can get very messy if you make a mistake. How to fix it. Good thing I saved that. Blue. Green. 3 whites. 3 greens. 3 yellows. And 2 whites. And we are done. There we go. So, like I said, again, that's easily the most complex puzzle of episode 2. But I honestly enjoyed solving that one compared to the complex puzzles of episode 1. Alright, so here we are. King Solomon's treasure. What do we find? What do we find?
It's a book?
Of course it is. Why didn't I think of that before? Don't you see? Solomon's greatest treasure was his wisdom.
Which means the whole Clairvaux operation is pointless, since they're just looking for earthly treasures.
You're right, they are. We should tell their manager this and make sure they leave this incredible place alone.
Alrighty, so now everything is just coming down on top of us. We need to escape once again. Lots of escapes in this second episode. We start with an escape and we end with an escape.
Help me up here.
Alright, so we're gonna stay to the left because this pillar is very weird. You have to normally crouch, except for when you're all the way to the left, you can just walk under it. Don't know why, but it's a thing. Once we get to the top here, we're just gonna head straight to the right because we're just gonna boost Evelyn up to end the chapter, or the episode. And enjoy a lot of cutscenes here. And usually if I need a bathroom break or anything like that, this is the perfect time for me to do that. Actually, I'm going to take that now because I do need to use the bathroom. I've been sitting here for, what, 3 hours? No break, so I will be right back.
Get rid of them.
You mustn't. You shouldn't. Oh, look what you've done to this place. And all for nothing. There is no treasure here.
How very naive, Miss Appleby, is it? Do you really think we'd go through all this hassle for a dusty necklace and some copper coins? Take her away.
Evelyn! Sir, the room's getting unstable. We should leave.
Agreed. Leave the simpleton and go. We'll deal with Miss Appleby later.
Evelyn, no.
Miss Appleby, is it? Do you really think we'd go through all this hassle for a dusty necklace and some copper coins? Take her away. Evelyn.
I'm back.
Adam! Adam!
Adam, wake up, boy. How can you sleep at a time like this?
So now
Come
this
on,
is
Dad.
where we're gonna get
We're
all the
searching dusty old
context
books at 2
for
a.m.
this
in the morning.
adventure.
Can't imagine why I dozed off.
Exciting, isn't it? And what's more, I'm really onto something here. After all these years of research, I'm about to prove my Genesis theory. And if you do, we can stop reading? Wow, this is really exciting. Well, in any case, I need you to find my new assistant in the library wing. There's a book there that I need.
Can I open
Dominus
the door?
Illuminatio
Nope.
Mea. The Lord
I'm
is
really
my
bad
Lord.
at trying to get that door
Ironically
during the
chiseled above a
thing.
fireplace. Nice weather, by British standards.
Alright,
Okay.
so we need to find the assistant. I bet you guys can guess
Whoa.
who the assistant
This
is.
weather keeps holding. I'd better start building an ark.
But we have no idea. So we're gonna have 2 puzzles right off the bat to try to get us into the library. First one's not too
The
bad.
old
We're just
library might
matching
contain
up
the
the
book my dad
pictures to
needs.
the
But where is his
the
assistant?
sigils on the wall above them.
Excuse me, miss. I'm looking for my father's new assistant. Most likely a scruffy old fellow, a nerdy sort of type. Probably smelling like musty old books.
Well, I'm Evelyn Appleby, your father's new assistant. You must be Adam. Am I the sort of type you're looking for?
Yes. I mean, no. I only meant,
Oh, I think I know what you meant. Now, would you help me with these paintings? According to Professor Venture, they're the key to unlocking the library door.
So funny enough, this one actually, it's not that bad in any capacity, but it's actually even easier for the speedrun. You just move those 2.
Light! The enlightened ones!
mushroom, antelope, the young ones. How do I win this game?
No game, Adam. These paintings represent 5 former faculty deans, known as the Enlightened Ones. The library contains their private collections. Lumen is the Latin word for light, so this must be a clue.
You're not just saying that because I won, are you?
Alright, so now we're gonna need to use Lumen to enter the library. Do
Hey,
not
not so fast.
follow
How is
the
Lumen
M
supposed to get
in the
us into
middle
the
wheel
library?
if you don't want to see a dirty
Wait
word.
for me.
Because after this first set of moves, there's gonna be a dirty word. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we just need to spin this one until the end gets there. Yeah, it's so weird how that puzzle has that word.
So, now that we're locked in the library, we might as well get that book. Which one is it?
I thought you knew. Professor Venture just mumbled, "It will be staring right at you," and kept on reading.
Yeah, he tends to do that, I'm afraid. We'd best start looking.
Alrighty, so now we've got to
a
find this
that's
book.
Staring right at you.
Oh, hey, look,
Why
there's
is
a
my
bunch of
dad
eyes up
always so
there. I wonder
cryptic?
what that's for. Oh, hi, inspect. There we go. Okay. So we just need to get this ladder built, so we're going to put the bottom piece to the top. So we can slide all these pieces out, because the top was all the way there, the bottom goes there, the top goes there, and then the mid goes right in the middle. And we are ready to climb. And guess what's up here with all these eyes? It's the book we need.
Evelyn, look. I found the staring book. You could say it just caught my eye.
It caught my eye. Seriously.
That's right. I'm good looking and funny. What more can you wish for in a guy?
Right now, I just wish to find a way out of here.
Alright, so we need to use the vents to get out. But we need to make sure, once we start falling, that we're
Adam
not holding
Venture,
a direction.
Putting the vent into Venture since 1901.
Because the one time I did accidentally hold a direction, I went OB and died.
Whoa!
Right in this part. Alright, so it didn't happen. We're good.
Wait, what? How did you get out of there?
It's called a door, Adam. You might want to try it sometimes. You just have to pull instead of push.
Just
Professor Venture?
warn me the next time you're
Here's
gonna pull
that
this
book
on me,
you've
okay?
asked for. History of the Enlightened Ones, right?
Ah, most excellent. Yes, that's right. And I see you've met my son as well. Splendid, splendid.
I wonder what we're supposed to do with that book.
So, why did you need the book, Dad?
The so-called enlightened ones found something important. This book will reveal their secret. I'm telling you, son, this is it.
I wonder if it has anything to do with that square on the wall and that shield. What do you guys think? Yeah, so we're just gonna go over to the table. Yoink!
Come on, son. Put it
And
down.
put it in there.
I see. That's just. Yes, yes. On the other hand,
Whoa!
Alright, so now we're going to be going on to the underground puzzles here. The first set of puzzles are gem puzzles where you need to have the gems rotate in the correct way for the inner tier.
Whoa.
The outer circle gives you how many it's supposed to move from left to right.
Wow. Where am I? Ow.
So we can
Man,
figure
that
out where the crystals need to be set.
Dad! Evelyn! Can I call you Evelyn? Guess not.
Alright, so we're going to be doing 4 of these puzzles. Each of these are going to give me
Might as
a
well start
talisman.
looking for this mysterious secret. Or better yet, a way out.
And you'll see which talisman I get because it'll be the one with a letter on it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2.
An ingenious lock and a souvenir. How thoughtful.
Alright, so we just need to head down so we can get to our next one.
Seems the enlightened ones were also free-time masons. Quite a
Drop
thing
down.
built down here.
I'm trying to jump down as much as I possibly can, but again, the walls can be very weird. Yeah, these ones, again, they're not too bad to solve on your own. They weren't too bad to figure
These
out.
trinkets seem quite useful.
Okay, so now we head on to the elevator, pull the crank. Oh, the lever, I should say. Lots of levers from chapter 2 on, episode 2 on. So we're gonna grab our third talisman here. This is the easiest one. That's literally it. Just
Another
2 moves.
priceless piece for my ever-growing collection.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. We only ever, for the main 4, we only ever touched that second disc once. I got a good jump initially. Oh, where am I going? Where am I going? Where am I going? So that one, it's locked. We need to grab a key, which we don't want to fall all the way down because the key's on the stairwell.
Found it.
Obviously, it's just slow to drop all the way down. We gotta go all the way back over here, though, so we can grab this ledge, and then hopefully we can avoid this climb just by doing a jump. And we're gonna collect our last talisman here. But yeah, in that first set of 4 talismans, there's
Soon
only
they'll have me playing checkers down here.
only that second one do we need to do anything to that second second piece. Let's see if I can. Nice. Now this room I think is really cool, and they kind of ruined it in the remake, in my opinion. So we
This
use.
is incredible. Beyond imagining. Unbelievable. My dad was right?
So
and this room's pretty amazing as well.
so those insignia. Oh, that's south. Those insignia that are there help you determine which disc goes in which slot. And then, hey, guess what? We get one more gem puzzle to do. This time we gotta change 4 of them. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There we go. And just like that, Oxford is complete because That's where we're going.
This, I've got to tell my dad.
That is where we're going. We're going to Luz, France, so we can meet two people. First person we're going to meet is a postman who I have aptly named Pas de Problem. You'll see why. I'll just let this
So,
go for a little.
you're absolutely sure we're on the road to lose this time?
Of course I am. I can read a map like a book.
My point exactly. You're not quite like your dad, are you?
Which is why he sends me to do his field work. Now, let's go see what this holdup's all about.
Alright, Mr. Pas de Problem. You'll see why.
Excuse me, sir. We'd like to go to Luz and...
Pas de problème. A mechanician will be here to fix my car in 3 hours or so.
3 hours? But what about your mail?
Just a package for that crazy professor who's studying our town. Pas de problème.
Would you be willing to take us there?
Once my car's fixed, pas de problème.
Alright, so we need to go to the truck to find out we need a wrench.
To fix this, I'd
Why
need
do
a
you want to
wrench.
visit our professor?
And then we gotta wait for this
It all
dialogue.
began when Adam found a secret room hidden below Oxford, pointing us to this place.
Incroyable.
Isn't it? So anyway, there's supposed to be a connection between Luz and the Book of Genesis. Perhaps this professor will know more. It's all ever so exciting.
You wouldn't happen to have a wrench now, would you?
Pas de
Problem. I know.
Alright,
Thanks
so
anyway.
very similar to
Here, little birdie.
Oh, Miss Appleby. You
the
love the
radio.
birds as well.
We just
We
need
have so
to
much
make
in
sure
common.
we get all the wires
Hey,
hooked up correctly.
Merci bien, monsieur.
Nice.
I will deliver my package now. See, I told you. Pas de problème.
And we enter the truck. There we go. Now we're on a mission with Pas de Problem. Alright. Into the heart of Luz, France, where we get to
have
meet.
arrived. Welcome to the beautiful town of Luz, known for its lovely, known for its, well, you know what that
Crazy professor it's known for.
Good evening, sir. My name is Adam
I'm
Venture.
Professor
and-
Saint Omar, and you, boy, are late. Get my package to the roof and be quick about it.
So Mr. Postman doesn't want to deliver the package. He's on his break. We've got to deliver it for him. And hey, guess what? This is another puzzle. Who would have thought? So all we need to do is push this onto the elevator here. And then we're going to raise it up using that lever that's there. Hi, get around. Okay. So now we actually need to climb all the way to the top to activate that lever. That's going to bring the elevator up one more floor. So this one is just going to activate between the second and third floor. Then we go back down to this one. We need to move the box to the right. Now you think, oh, it's going to get stuck there. But no, we're going to lower that one more time. And then this is actually going to push it back on top of the elevator for it to successfully be at the top. There we go.
Finally, the last parts I needed. Don't expect me to tip you, boy. Now get off my roof.
Get off your roof. I am Adam Venture. Danger trembles when it hears my name. I am...
Quiet, Adam. My friend here is trying to say that we share your interest in Luz. Could you spare us a moment?
Why? What do you know? You know what? Fix the rest of my windmills for me. Then we'll talk.
Alright, so we gotta wait for Evelyn to get over here so we can talk to her. Hi.
Let's just go along with it, Adam. Twirling windmills might cheer him up. You see, all men are like children.
That's just not fair. I'll tell my dad you said that.
Right. Well, if you take this side, I'll go there.
Alright, so this is going to be math problems. We need to do math to figure out
At least she's helping for once.
the path that the wire needs to go to activate the capacitors in these windmills. So we're just gonna fall right, up, right, down, left, down, right, up, right, up. I always screw up that last part, honestly. Yeah, we just have a set path that we. It's pretty much a maze, but you use math to figure out the answer for the maze.
The windmill's connected to the, well, to nothing really.
Oh, don't worry, Adam. You'll see what's connected to, and I'm not sure you'll be super happy about it. All right, go around the rooftop. Just run around rooftops in France. It's fine. Oh, I need to hold up to climb it. Alright, so I'm just holding left here. Still holding left. Alright, and then we change our angle. Okay. Down, down, right, up, right, down, right, right, down, left, down, right, down, right, right, up, left, up, right, down, right. There we go. And then trying to get across here as quick as possible.
Technology is scaring off the birds. Typical.
We drop down to the rope as soon as we can, because we're going to need to drop onto that rooftop anyway, so the sooner we're on that bottom rope, the better.
Better not be helping him revive Frankenstein or something.
Like I said, I think he'll be very upset with what you're actually helping him with. Hi. I don't know why I jumped off the first time. That was me just blanking out for some reason.
I can't seem to fix my last windmill.
Well, you know what they say. Give a girl a hand and they'll take the whole finger.
We're stuck waiting here anyways.
Sure, I'll help. Just get me across.
Alright. Can't even go near the ladder until she lowers it. It's the last windmill, and we will get to see what we are doing this for. There we go. So the next puzzle that's going to be coming up after, once we enter the professor's house, is it's up there with the worst puzzles. But let's see what these windmills were for. I wonder what it could be.
It works! It works! A triumph for science! A triumph for me! Finally, I'll be able to enjoy a decent cup of coffee in this barbaric town.
All that for coffee. All of that for coffee. Okay, so this next puzzle, we're gonna need a help.
Professor Santomer, why are you researching this town?
Get his projector working.
And its church in particular are of interest to the company that's funding my research. I'm not at liberty to discuss it.
Oh, come on. Not even after our contribution to your, scientific revolution?
Scientific progress does taste rather good. And my research is absolutely stuck anyway. You know what? Fire up the projector and I'll tell you what I don't know.
Alright, don't talk to the professor. So this is one of the puzzles that has multiple answers to it. Hi, can I actually inspect it? But basically we need to get the different parts to match up to the outer rings. And this is one of the solutions that we can do. That puzzle is annoying to figure out.
My work here
But in the
is
meantime,
supported by a powerful organization called the Clairvaux Corporation. Years ago, this company acquired the memoirs of Charles Leroux, a knight who joined the Third Crusade with Richard the Lionheart. Historical records show that after the Crusades, Charles ended up here in Luz, claiming to have unlocked the secret to Genesis. However, even if this secret exists, he took it to the grave. A grave I've been unable to find in over a decade.
Professor, excuse me for asking, but where have you been looking?
Charles was a member of the Templar Order, so I've been assuming he was buried at the nearby Templar Church. I could take you there.
Yeah, I don't typically care about what he has to say. I love just playing with that rat on the globe there. Alright, this section, the answer is on the wall to the right of the building. Everything he says is BS.
Based upon the dates on these gravestones.
But we need to go to the bells and activate them in a certain order. Based on the song that's there.
significant
And you have to
number.
figure out the
What
tones
is?
too.
Now add 42 to the length of that guy's name.
Incredible.
And hey, guess what? Remember the very beginning of the game? We're back! And keep in mind, this was 2 years ago, I think, right? Technically, so. No, the Oxford was 2 years ago. This might be... I don't know.
The source of the four rivers from the Book of Genesis. The location of paradise. The Clairvaux Corporation will mount an expedition immediately.
Hold on. Look at this note. And the Lord God said, "The man has now become like one of us, knowing good and evil. He must not be allowed to reach out his hand and take also from the tree of life and eat, and live forever." Clearly, this must be a warning.
A warning or no warning. This discovery is too lucrative. Too important to neglect.
I agree. Finding this scroll was surely meant to be. Besides, I've never run away from danger before, and I promise to keep you safe.
Alrighty, so that explains how we got to the beginning of the game and everything else. Now we're getting to the very end of the game.
It's like 2 parts of my life have gone missing. Our journey to Eden, finding Solomon's palace. It's all a blur.
Alright, so we're going to be doing our other infinite ladder glitch coming up here. Instead of going around some caverns, we're just going to jump over everything that we need to and just kind of go through some stuff. So we're going to use this ladder here. This one's a bit easier. Instead of climbing over, we're going to just drop off like we do with the other ladders. So we go up here, do a jump, another angle jump, and there we go. Now this has a very funny consequence because of it, with all those guys just kind of walking in place, but you'll also see the crazy guys stuff. The subtitles for it just keep going, which is hilarious. Those dynamite puzzles, you're supposed to use 3 pins to disarm it. I'll be honest, by the time I got to this point in my playthrough, I just brute forced all of those. I was so done with this game by that point. Also, my kitty's here. Hi, kitty. What are you doing? I finally have somebody on my couch for this run, I guess. Kappa. Alright. So this is the other set of puzzles that we get here, and this is just a maze puzzle. We just need to... Where am I? Okay. Go the correct ways on this maze. We need to hit that red beacon. I don't know what he was doing. So we can open the doorway. And then we can left. Where am I? Okay. Down. Right. There we go. I've been struggling with that one in particular lately. I don't know what it is. Alright, so second TNT puzzle. This one is actually not too bad. They're all right next to each other.
An explosive situation. Never an easy job.
So unfortunately, we're gonna get Saint Omer's subtitle text to disappear at this point with a new area. So we got 2 more of these mazes and 1 more dynamite to go.
Another maze. I can't be led astray. I must follow the right path.
Alright, so
Simple as it.
down,
Useful advice.
right, down, right, left. There we go. So last of the dynamites here. So it's 3, 5, and 9.
But sir, that's just... This will cost millions of lives. It's insane.
Insane, is it? How dare you speak to me like that? Blowing up the Temple Mount will make Christians, Muslims, and Jews alike cry out for revenge. First the region, and then the whole world will start spiraling down into war. We will deliver weaponry to all sides, making us rich beyond our wildest dreams.
You lied to me. Again, you lied. We were promised gold, payment, a better life. Not this.
Oh, quit your whining and go. Just leave the prisoners and go. Faint-hearted fools, the lot of you. I'll finish the job myself.
Alright, one more maze and we are off
Raving madman.
to capture Saint Omer.
A dictatorial team who likes to spread hatred and start a world war.
So we gotta go right,
One last maze won't stop.
right,
All those people.
down,
It's up to me now.
up, left, down, right, left, down, left, down, right, up, right, up. So for all those maze puzzles, I didn't touch on it, but the arrows signify which way that the gates are going to turn. So the circle ones are obviously just going to rotate around, and then the straight arrow line ones are, you know, just swap around.
Son, stop this madman.
I will, Dad. I've been following you. I know about the madman's warmongering, and disarmed all of his explosives.
You did what? You insolent fool! I have your father. I have your... whatever it is the two of you have going on. You will not thwart my plans.
Okay, so last puzzle up here. Time is going to end when the cutscene starts, so you'll see the discs come together, but then it'll go right to Saint Omer. Time ends when it transitions to Saint Omer. We need to trap him within that right spot he's in.
Stop him, Adam.
And we need to get these discs so the colors are in the correct spot to get him trapped. So we need that right one, that mid-right one on the wall, on that left wall. So the top row just signifies what disc we're affecting. The bottom signifies whether we're changing the horizontal rotation or the vertical rotation. So we're gonna do 1B, 2B, jump across again. Then we're gonna set it to the A's for 2A. Gap jump.
Hang around, son. Get us out of here.
Those are easier because the rope is below you. Alright, we've only got one more to do after this one. Okay, there we go. Rotated. And we just gotta set this to the third one. So time is gonna be coming up very, very shortly. 3A. Jump back across. So 2 more lever presses, but like I said, when the discs overlap and then it cuts to Saint Omer, that is the time. So we pull this one to rotate that one, and then the rings will line up. Right? Time.
You insolent speck of dust, release me at once. My fury will know no boundaries. You will suffer the...
There it is. We successfully captured him. No murdering anyone. This is truly the PG Uncharted, the rated G Uncharted, I should say, everybody was looking for. Thank you, guys. One final cutscene.
With most of the Clairvaux Corporation behind bars, do you think our adventures are at an end?
At an end? First chapter, maybe.
Discovering Eden and Solomon's Palace, unraveling a conspiracy to destroy the world. Just a first chapter in your book?
Just the preface. So, Evelyn, is this the part where I get the girl?
And there it is, the end of Adam's Adventure Chronicles. So, the one thing I did forget to mention that this was made by a Dutch development team. If you are interested in trying this game, I will say it goes on sale pretty often. You can get I bought the 2-pack for both this game and Origins. I bought it for about $3. So if you're interested in trying this game or the other one, definitely wait for it to go on sale. Get it on the PC, because the second game is technically available on Switch, but it's like, what, $30? It's so not worth $30 at all. But yeah, I sincerely appreciate you guys letting me show this off. That's pretty much the end of this run. I'll be back on, oh my god, I get 8 hours between now and when I gotta wake up for Golden Abyss. But in the meantime, I'm pretty sure our next run is Indiana Jones, correct? So yeah, that should be pretty fun for you guys. Thank you again so much for letting me run this. I've only been starting this since, what, the beginning of July, somewhat? So it's still in its early stages of trying to find tech and glitches and stuff like that, so French helped me out a little bit, so I do appreciate the help from French. And otherwise, yeah, I think that's it for me. Thank you guys so much again for letting me run this. Have a great rest of the evening. I'll see you back on in the morning.